Hello and welcome to a YSN stream. This is Eric Little with Mark Duramo. We are at Spartan Stadium here on Tuesday, September 20th. We have the Boardman Spartans versus the Austin Town Falcons.
Just happy to be here for a great night of football, everybody. Classic rivalry match, Steel Valley Conference, old foes. Should be a good one.
And it should be a good one indeed. Boardman have a record of 3 wins, 1 loss, 3 ties, and Austin Town is toting a overall of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. So if you ask me, pretty evenly matched teams out there on the field today.
Austin Town coming off a 0-0 AAC tie against Canfield the other night, which is a big result. Common opponent from Boardman who lost 4-0 to them on the road last week. So we'll see what the AAC standings look like by the end of the night, but we're going to learn a lot about both teams.
Interesting to see how this is going to pan out tonight. Talking about starting lineups, Boardman, we have a starting lineup of number 1, goalkeeper, senior Carson Essed. Number 2, defender, senior Alex Schmidt. Number 3, Charlie Young, junior. Number 6, Costa Severco, a sophomore. Number 7, Austin Congston, a junior. Number 15, Sava Cerniak, a junior. Number 17, Jake Murray.
Oh, chance from McGavin right off the bat. Looks good for the Spartans to start here. Nice to see McGavin back in the lineup coming off that injury.
He was coming off an injury. I believe it was a rolled ankle. Was able to actually return quite soon after picking up that injury.
Yeah,
that
kept him out
knock.
at the end of last season, too, so it's been a nagging injury. Nice to see him back in the lineup. Hoping to make an impact tonight.
And he was able to try and make an impact within the first 30 seconds of the game. To finish off your starting lineup, you had Jake Murray, a sophomore, number 17. Number 19, a sophomore, Tony Pinchero. Number 22, a freshman, Andrew Walston. Number 26, a junior, Jimmy Perrone. And to round it out, number 37, a senior, Josh Cummings. Boardman looking to take it to Austin Town Fitch beginning of the game. We're about 2 minutes in, and it's been all Boardman so far.
Oh my gosh. What a shot.
What a shot. What a shot. I believe that was number 22, Andrew Walston, with a curler from outside the box. It hits the post. My goodness, for a freshman, that what a way to enter into your 9th game of the year?
Yeah,
your
early
8th
career
game?
for young Drew, but great start to the game. Fitch, I'm not sure they got off the bus yet.
No, not yet. They're looking a little slow, a little lethargic.
Yeah.
They're looking to do something here, though. They found themselves in the Boardman defending third.
Got to be careful in a rivalry game. You can't start slow. Schmidt with some safe defending there. Gives Fitch the throw in. Let's see what they're able to do with this.
Taking this throw looks like number 24, Brody Herman.
Nice toss.
And I think that's out for a Austin Town corner.
You know, I don't want to jinx anything, but Carson Essett's got to be one of the best goalkeepers in the area, no doubt. It's going to take quite an effort to get past him tonight.
It'll take quite an effort, or maybe a defensive blunder from Boardman. I do believe, if my sources are correct, I believe Carson Essed had signed for D1 school Marshall.
Yeah.
And for those of you listening, I believe Carson Essed will be green shirting and not red shirting. A green shirt is that he will actually leave high school early to join the Marshall men's soccer program early and
to be part of their spring play.
And be part of the play right away. Nice over-the-top ball to number 9.
Ooh, that's a nice cut.
Nolan Mickey.
Spartan defense, a little uncertain here.
Carson Essed not able to corral that ball, but it is out for a Austin Town throw-in.
Both defense giving up some early opportunities. He had a nice long throw last time. Let's see if he's going to put it back in the box.
Number 6 looking for the flick from Austin Town. Number 6 Nick Paul.
Nice win, nice win.
Boardman
Got some
can break
space now.
here.
Oof.
That pass leaves a little bit to be desired from number 3, Charlie Young from Boardman.
Yeah, but 16 from Fitch did not handle that well either. Gives it right back.
Charlie Young was looking for number 10, Ian McGavin, who seems to be playing, looks like a right wing position here early days.
Yeah, started out kind of in the false 9. Looks like he shifted out to the right. Some confusion what's going on right here with keeper Carson Essed.
I think it might be a
Looked like a shin guard.
pad. Yeah, it might be a shin guard. Shin guard from one of the Austintown Fitch players.
Secure those shin guards,
Came
folks.
undone, yeah. So we're back to it. Throw in from Caden Mayhew, sophomore.
Good flick by Congson.
Charlie Young being tenacious to win that. Austintown goes back to their keeper. A little dangerous there. The pressure from Ian McGavin.
Austintown keeper, from what I heard, also very formidable. I don't have the roster with his name, but I heard he was one of the better goalies in the area. So again, it'd be tough to beat him tonight. Holding Canfield to a 0 is definitely quite an accomplishment these days. So
Absolutely. Canfield really known for their soccer programs, both boys and girls. And for those of you at home, the goalkeeper for Austintown that he just mentioned, number 17, Jamie Sorrells.
ooh, tough touch. But we have a lot of Spartan defenders back. Yeah, Schmidt cleaning up.
Alex Schmidt cleaning up, but unable to find a Boardman defender. Boardman attacker, rather. Boardman on the break.
Game's pretty open at the moment,
Very open. Not too much midfield play. Kind of end-to-end right now.
which is great for viewers. Oof.
Number 26, Jimmy Perrone puts that out for an Austintown throw-in.
Third or fourth throw-in from that exact spot. So looks like Austintown's definitely favoring that side of attack tonight.
You know, a couple minutes in, Boardman coming out of the doors hot. They kind of cooled off very quickly.
Yeah.
We've been seeing most of the action in the Boardman defending third.
Drew Alston still with the best opportunity, but Fitch is getting close. Fitch under first-year head coach this year as well.
First-year head coach Anthony James.
Yeah, so he's still working his system in, and they've been able to pull some good results this year under a first-year coach. You know, it usually takes a few years to install your system, but 0-0 against Canton Glen Oak, big D1 opponent. That's a good result for the Fitch program. And just offsides there. One thing Boardman's defense has been known for this season is the offsides trap.
Good offsides trap. Number 6 there. Number 6 on Austintown. Nick Paul just offsides there.
You can tell, though, that that's their focus tonight. Get in behind. Some other teams have had that success against Boardman, and looks like Austintown is going to focus the same strategy.
Good discipline there from the Boardman back line to hold that line. And it's always tough in the high school game to play an offsides trap because you are
Great touch from Sava there. Left foot.
Nice
Great
strike.
save. Man, Austintown goalie looks as good as advertised.
Oh, just wide from Ian McGavin.
Oh, man, Spartans. Woo. They're getting close. They're getting close.
That's two very good chances, unable to be put away. But
man, going back to that save though, incredible save. That left foot of Sava is pretty dangerous.
Credit to Jamie Sorrells for a fantastic save. Fantastic save.
Yeah, he did very well there.
Corner for Boardman here. High looping corner. Ian McGavin gets his head on it.
Not enough though.
Sorrell's able to corral that and send Austintown on their way.
You got to worry with the missed opportunities. Is it going to come back to hurt?
It's
2 or 3 clear-cut chances and have not been able to find the back of the net yet.
hopefully Boardman doesn't leave it to wonder, right? Hopefully we can put away a couple of these chances and really get on the front foot here. Although Austintown not laying down for us.
making a lot of space here in the middle. Austin's able to pick up. Nice drop. Not sure if that leave was on purpose from the Boardman defender, but it worked.
Carson Essett able to clean it up and send it long. Austintown on the ball now.
Yeah, a little nick on the ankle there. Gives Austintown a chance to move forward a bit. Let's see what they have with this set piece.
That foul by number 18, Caden Mayhew, on number 10 from Austintown. Number 10, Anthony Ruggles.
Nice little chip ball in.
Kick is up. Austintown wins the header. Dangerous. Number 9 has the ball,
Ooh.
taking it to the corner.
Had a chance on his left.
Sends it another cross. Top of the box. And Boardman's able to clear.
Only as far as Fitch, but that bad first touch.
Sava picks
Gets
up
Sava
the ball.
back in the attack, yeah.
Sava Cerniak.
Looking for, I think, Drew Walston up top.
Drew's able to get
Yeah,
there. Can
good
he
work.
round the defender? Defender does well there.
Going to try to play out of the back here, but a good press from Boardman. And that press forces a throw-in.
Again, very tenacious from Ian McGavin.
Yeah, he's working hard out there. First game back, you wouldn't be able to tell. Can
No,
he keep this up all game, though, is the question.
It looks like his ankle is seeming to be okay. Nice couple 1-2s there from Austintown Fitch.
Good step there from Schmidt to clear. Fitch growing into it, though. They're growing into it. Their passing in the midfield has picked up a bit. You can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to operate the channels.
It's shaping up to be a quite evenly matched contest here at Spartan Stadium. Attention Spartan fans. Friday night's Boardman versus Cleveland Benedictine football game has been nominated for the Cleveland Browns Week Number 6 High School Game of the Week. We need all Spartan fans to go to clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW and vote for the Boardman versus Benedictine matchup. Last season, with your help, we were able to elect the Boardman versus Jackson game as the game of the week. We really need your help because if that game is selected as game of the week, the winning team will earn $2,000 for their high school program. So again, that is clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW to vote for Boardman versus Benedictine as high school game of the week. Thank you very much.
In the meantime, Fitch had a really nice attack there, but Boardman was able to get it out counter. Nice slide challenge by the Fitch midfielder, and we're back in the middle. Tight game so far.
It's been quite a good game so far. Very back and forth, which you love to see.
Yeah.
You don't really like to see one team dominate the ball, have 90% of the possession. You like to see a little bit of a back and forth.
Yeah, and both teams are going for it. They want to win. Obviously, with sports, you want to win the game, but they're playing to win tonight, both teams.
Nobody's sitting back. Nobody's putting 10 men behind the ball, which we love to see. We love to see progressive passing football. Soccer for most of you.
Fitch got a couple subs ready to come in, about 12 minutes in, so we'll see how that changes.
And we're here at Spartan Stadium with 28 minutes left to go in the first half of
Good
Boardman
flick.
versus Austintown.
Ooh.
And that is number 15 from Austintown with the shot. Saved by Carson Essett, number 15, Vince Larson.
Another great flick header to even create that opportunity.
If you're Austintown, you probably are thinking Larson should do a little bit better there. Shot it directly at Carson. Didn't really make the keeper work there for that save.
Yeah, because again, chances, they're not going to come every 5 minutes. You need to really take advantage of these in a rivalry game.
Yeah, you need to capitalize.
Oh, he made a great run there.
Maybe offsides. Carson Essett way out of his box to sweep up the play there.
I think the left back kept him on there. I think a better pass there, he might have been in.
And that is also something Carson Essett is known for, to play that sweeper-keeper role 20, 30 yards out of his box, just to sweep up anything that his defense can't
Good
get
left-footed
to.
shot from Sava there, but keeper always had it. Comfortable save. could be wrong, but I believe the Fitch goalie is left-footed. It's always nice seeing some lefties out on the pitch.
Always tough playing against lefties. In any sport, really.
Yeah.
Basketball, baseball, soccer, football.
Ref's bringing back for a foul here. I think foul committed by 37 Josh Cummings.
Maybe nip the ankles on the follow-through.
Yeah, not the most dangerous spot, but let's see what Fitch is able to do with this.
Austintown captain number 24, Brody Herman, to take this free kick. Boardman holding a high line.
You know what? Pretty good ball in.
Number 6,
Ooh.
shot is deflected. Boardman trying to break there, but the Austintown
And
defender
number 6,
does well.
Nick Paul. You know his eyes got real wide when that volley came.
And you know what? It looked like it was going on target.
Yeah, he struck it well. A little too much there, though. Gives the Spartans a chance to reset, get forward.
Gives them a little breathing room.
Those subs from Austin have been waiting a couple minutes now.
They have been standing, I believe
At least 3
mentioned them,
minutes.
yeah, at 28. We got
Nothing's
25
worse than
here.
a sub just standing there. You get all tight again, and then you got to go back and play at a high level. It's it's tough. Wouldn't be surprised to see them stretching, getting loose over there here if they're waiting over there much longer.
You'd like to see them stretching while they're waiting.
Yeah. Set piece here. I think Austin Congson on the take. Couple back posts could be dangerous here.
Taking it from the right side of the field, trying to whip this in. It's
Too much.
a little too much there, yes.
See what he was going for, trying to bend it in behind the line, but always going to be a little too hard there.
And finally, those Austintown subs make their way onto the field. Onto the field for Austintown, number 23.
Nick Tabola, I believe is the pronunciation. See what Nick's able to do here.
Ian McGavin chasing this ball down, does well to actually get his head on it. And we've got a Boardman free kick from right outside the box. This is dangerous.
I would like to say this is a very much a goal-scoring opportunity. Boardman's got 3 or 4 players, left and right-footed, that can hit this. Looks like Sav is favoring it on his left, but Austin's back there as well. He's interested. 4-man Fitch wall. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're going to go to 5.
5-man Fitch wall.
Sav with a quick take.
Sava.
Oh, my goodness.
What an effort
Into the side netting.
from Sava Cerniak. A beautiful left-footed free kick to the left paneling of the net.
Yeah, he did really well there. Tough for the goalie because you have that 5-man wall, left-footed taker. You think they're probably going to try to get it up and over the wall, and he just powered it into the side
He rounded
netting.
the wall. He didn't bother with the wall. He rounded them, and he rounded the goalkeeper too.
Yeah, he did.
That was the side he was defending, and you know that's a great take from Sava Cerniak.
And you got to feel Boardman deserved that. They've had probably the 2 or 3 best opportunities thus far in the game. Austintown's had some half chances, but Boardman, 2, 3, 4 clear-cut chances. That goal was coming.
For those of you who are more inclined to the game of soccer, football, we would say that the expected goals from Boardman at this stage is right around 2, and Austintown about a half. So deserved.
Yeah,
deserved
I think
by
so.
Boardman. Let's see if they can keep the momentum here and not let off the gas.
Yeah, this game's far from over. Next goal is going to be big here. Austintown's shown enough quality tonight where they can come level it, but they're going to need to do better on those headers right there, uncontested, and they just gifted Boardman back to throwing.
And that was number 16, Christopher Gazzoni, I believe. Gazzoni. That is a freshman for Austintown Fitch. Nice to see a freshman playing in the varsity game.
Yeah, a couple freshmen out there.
Sava Cerniak
Oh.
with the ball.
Really fancy turn there. Didn't really bring him anywhere, but he gets the corner out of it.
He does win a corner from that.
Boardman's capitalized on their last set piece. Can they take advantage again? It'd be big here to get 2 goals in this time span. Fitch not keeping anybody forward, so they're real worried here about this corner.
They do not want to concede a second. Ball in. Runs long. Drew Walston to run it down.
Yeah, but with Fitch not having any point man there, Boardman had 3 outlets. They could swing the ball, work some possession now, hopefully, for them. Austintown did well there, crowd the middle. Good first-time ball in.
Austintown looking to break here.
Not many forward, though.
Got a 1-on-2 situation here down the right flank, and that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Austintown struggling to find their shape a little bit. They want to get forward. They want to get that equalizer, but they're struggling to get those players forward.
I think they're equally as scared to try and give up a second.
Yeah.
They want to fight for that equalizer, but in the same note, they don't want to give up a second.
Yeah, can't lose the game.
No.
You got to keep yourself in it. Whether that means you got to play down 1 goal for a little bit.
And that's always the risk reward. You try to hold for maybe 5-10 minutes, steady the ship, and then maybe go on to your offensive.
Yeah, because
you don't want to give up 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, giving up goals in spurts, that is what.
Nice.
Ooh. Wow, great
That
save
is
from
a
Messid there.
nice shot from, I believe, number 10 from Austintown. Number 10, Anthony Ruggles with the half volley and a very, very good save from Carson Essed.
That save's going to keep him up tonight because that was a great shot.
Carson Essed did very well to get down to the corner quickly.
Yeah, that Fitch attacker, he's got to be wondering how that didn't go in. Just got to hope he doesn't stake in his head now. And Austintown will create more chances, but they got to start capitalizing.
He'll be hungry for more.
Yeah.
Drew Walston gets a little push in the back and wins the free kick for Boardman.
Really seen a lot of quality on the pitch tonight. A lot of good shots, some good possession, good attacks.
And you got to wonder if that foul was maybe a little bit of frustration from the Austintown attacker.
I mean, I'm sure it is, and that's okay. It's a rivalry game. Honestly, I'm surprised there hasn't been more fouls to this point. The closer this game stays, I would expect it to pick up a little bit in the second half.
Get a little bit of that Austintown Boardman fire.
Yeah. Both these programs, long storied rivalries.
For those of you wondering about previous years, last year Boardman actually swept Austintown 3-1 and 2-1 in the home and away fixture.
Competitive fixtures, though.
Very competitive fixtures.
Ooh, the short pass here. Ooh, back to him.
Number 7 leaves a little to be desired on that back pass.
Yeah, you got players in the box there. You got to wonder why you don't just give them a chance.
Josiah Burneye.
Josiah Burneye, I believe, Austintown's kicker for their football team as well, if I have that correct. And a pretty good kicker from what I remember.
Austintown football program doing very well this season. I believe state ranked.
I believe so for Division II. And they have some big matchups coming up. So we'll see how the Fitch Falcons football team is able to continue forward the rest of the season. I know our Spartans will be traveling there later this year, hoping to upset the Falcons.
That's a tall order.
Yeah.
That is a very tall order.
Anything can happen in rivalry games, though.
Anything can any given day, they say.
Yep.
Any given day.
Good find there from the keeper. Okay, not a lot of options. Not a lot of options. Kind of a blind kick downfield right to the Boardman's fullback, who kind of made a mess of it in return. Working hard to get it back.
Working very hard to rectify his mistake. That was number 19, Tony Pincharo. Does well to put the Austintown attacker off. Boardman trying to win some possession here, but the right wing missing in action.
Nice touch there from 23. Good find there.
Can he get the return ball?
He's looking.
Nice ball there. Number 23 fighting for it. And
oh,
I believe that was called back for a foul even before the attempt. The attempt off target, above the woodwork.
Yeah, called back, but again, even though called back, you got to want to do a little bit better there
You
on the opportunity.
you at least want
Get
to
your
put it on
confidence
frame.
up, yeah.
You at least want to put it on frame. And that shot by number 23, Nick Tabola.
And number 9, Nolan Mickey was involved in that build-up play as well.
Nolan Mickey been involved in a lot of Austin Town's build-up play. Ian McGavin trying to run this ball down the right flank of Boardman, and he does a little bit too much there, puts the hand on the back of the Austin Town defender, and he goes down and wins the free kick for the Falcons.
Yeah, McGavin lively first 5 minutes, but been quiet since.
Been a little quiet, yes. Been a little quiet since. Not too many touches on the ball, and I think the reason for that is we're used to seeing Ian McGavin in the heart of the midfield.
Yeah, playing the number 10 role.
And now he looks to be that he's playing a number 9 role today, a striker forward role.
Yeah, the Spartans still nursing some injuries. Their usual striker, Logan Thompson, is going to be out for the foreseeable future, so they're going to have to make some amendments. So Ian probably trying to take that point position.
I believe Logan Thompson partially tore MCL.
I think
meniscus.
I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate. I thought of something with the meniscus, but Logan state-ranked 300-meter hurdler, so
he's looking to be healthy for the start of the track season, and we wish him.
Yeah, we're wishing
luck.
Logan nothing but the best. Hopefully he can get back healthy whenever that is, just healthy, and get back to state for the track season. Also injured for the Spartans is Landon Mitchell, unfortunately, with the season-ending injury. Brutal for Landon. Great kid, great player. Again, wishing you nothing but the best, Landon. Hoping you bounce back strong.
And it is Landon's junior year, so he will have one more shot at the high school field before he goes off to college. So wishing him all the best.
Nice find there from 17. Ooh, a little chip ball from Sava there, trying to get it into McGavin.
Number 12 from Austintown does well to shield the ball for a Fitch goal kick. Number 12, Jonathan Carson. And we've got 15 minutes here at Spartan Stadium in the first half of Boardman versus Austintown. We've got the Boardman Spartans leading 1-0. That goal came from junior Sava Cerniak.
On a very nice set piece, free kick.
He had a left-footed curler around the wall, the 5-man wall, and around the keeper. Keeper laid out for it, couldn't get a hand on it. It was that well placed, right into the side paneling.
Austintown, you got to think they're going to push here. Try to get an equalizer before half.
Sava does
but,
well to pick the pocket of the Austintown
Oh, then the reverse
defender.
fine, too.
Ian McGavin tries to find a player in the box.
Still got the ball here, though. What can the
Austin
Spartans
Compson tries to split 2 defenders, tries and does a little bit too much there. You'd like him to play a little more simple.
do? Austintown got a lot of people back right now.
Into the game for Boardman, number 17. Number 17, Jake Murray.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Sava Cerniak
Another
wins
corner.
the corner off number 7 from Austintown.
Austintown's
Josiah
really
Bernai.
packed in here the past 5-10 minutes.
I think they're trying to get to halftime.
Reassess at halftime, yeah.
Try to stop the bleeding a little bit. They don't want to give up a second. They can kind of game plan at half and really approach this game in the second half. But let's see if Boardman has anything to say about that. Off this corner.
Another outswinger.
A little bit of pinball here in the box.
Again, you got to be a little bit concerned for the Falcon defense under this kind of pressure for a prolonged period of time. I would say one of the Spartan strengths is their outside the box shots. Sava, McGavin, Austin, they all have strong legs with good placement. They can hit them. Falcons are really going to want to limit that and take some chances forward.
And if you're talking just psychologically, it's a lot tougher game when you don't have the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If you are pinned back defending for 20, 30 minutes, the game gets a lot harder. You're not finding joy with the ball. You're not able to play your nice passing patterns, and your legs get a lot heavier, a lot quicker.
Yeah, we'll see what they're able to come up with. Last 12, it would be really big for the Falcons to grab one, equalize before half, but they're really gonna have to push hard here.
Number 3, Charlie Young in for number 18, Caden Mayhew on the Spartan side. Interesting little fact about Charlie Young, this is his first year playing soccer. He is a junior and seems to have found his way into the starting lineup.
Also a good baseball player, I believe, right?
I believe baseball is his main sport, yes. Sava on the ball.
Just going through
Sava
everybody.
doing very well there. McGavin.
Oh, great layoff.
Sava
There it is.
Able a nice, tidy finish right under the keeper. Sava Cerniak with the brace tonight.
Assist from Ian McGavin there. Slid him in perfectly.
Nice to see Ian getting on the assist board again, and you know that's a board he frequents. He's usually again in the heart of that midfielding, stringing passes together, and he lays Sava in for a very easy finish.
Yeah, Sava bulldozed his way through 3-4 Fitch Falcons, created that chance. Very good effort from the junior.
And he did so while juggling the ball.
I know.
He was not even dribbling the ball on the ground. He was juggling the ball, and that was a great piece of skill.
It was a high-quality play.
And there we go. Fitch trying to stop the bleeding, but the wound is still open.
That's the danger when you sit back.
Now, let's see how Austintown can respond. We've got about 11 minutes here in the first half at Spartan Stadium. Boardman now up 2-0.
Game's still not over.
Not over yet. No, not over.
I think a lot of people think 2-0 leads are the most dangerous because you go 2-1.
And all the momentum starts to just swing in the other direction.
Soccer is certainly a game of momentum. You could be winning for 60 minutes, and then you give up one, and then...
Well, speaking of momentum, for all you Browns fans...
Good work from Carson there. Get off his line.
Up 13 points with
2 minutes
left to go.
99.9% chance of winning.
Yeah, so they say the game's not over until the old lady sings.
And she's not going to be singing for 50 more in-game minutes, so a lot can happen. Spartan defense under a little bit of pressure now. And it's out of there.
Nice clearance by, I believe that's number 19, Tony Pinchero.
Good turn there from the Austintown center back. Can't see the number, but he did well there to hold off McGavin. Is that number 5?
I believe that was number 5, Dylan Bear. Does well to keep the ball from the Boardman attacker. Number 23 here trying to run down the ball.
Going to be hard to play those through balls when Carson is playing outside of his own box.
Yes, he is continually coming off his line very early.
Which is probably by design at this point.
If you tend to run a high line, play that offside trap, then it really is a benefit to have
Coach Simeone with a nice one-touch pass there.
Coach Simeone and the boys soccer program in their 42nd season here at Boardman.
All right, another chance for the Austintown Fitch Falcons to get forward. They try to shift field, move the Spartan defense around a little bit. And you know what? Good diagonal ball in there, though. You got to wonder if he maybe should have tried to bring it down. Header from that area was always going to be tough.
That was a great play from a defense to attack. Number 24 to 23, a diagonal across the field.
Oh, he's got him back.
And, you know, Nick Tabola, number 23, did well to even get ahead on that.
Yeah.
And put it on target, forcing a save from Carson. Not a hard save, but a save.
Look, put the ball on target, see what happens.
Exactly. Shooters, got to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Got to buy a ticket to the dance. Number 17 for Boardman back in.
Jake Murray. Looks like Austin Congston coming out. A little bit of confusion. Or is that who is coming out? Drew Walston thought he was coming out, but he's headed back onto the far side.
That replacement is for number 7, Austin Congston.
Looks like Drew's going to pick up a more central role here. One-on-one here with the fullback. What can 23 do? Did well to get the cross in the corner. Now you got to think Austintown's putting people in the box.
If this were me, I would be sending
All
the
but one.
bodies.
All
yes,
but one.
All the bodies into the box. Try and nick something here before halftime. We got about 8 minutes left to go in this
It just
first half.
shows how much they respect Ian McGavin's game that you got to keep 3 people back on them. Oh, free header.
And you'd like to think the Austintown attacker has to do a little bit better there with the free header in the box.
Here comes that sub I think we were looking for earlier. Austin Conkson back in, and Drew Walston is going to get a little bit of a break here. Young freshman with a good shift.
Maybe a little bit of tactics being explained to number 7, Austin Conkson, before he went back in. Because it does look like he is now in a central role.
Yeah, Spartans looks like they're running, almost like a 4-1-4-1 variant.
It does certainly look
Conkson and Sava playing right behind McGavin. A blind pass to the middle. 13 did well there to contest.
Austin Conkson.
7, very good foot in. Nice back heel, too. Little La Croqueta there, too, to beat the Spartan defender, but Sava's there to pick it up.
Sava doing very well to put a defensive shift in, not only an offensive shift.
Yeah, he's an all-around player.
Here's number 7 for Austintown running down the left flank.
Murray did just enough to put him off.
And that is Jimmy Perrone.
Great slide.
With a
the foul?
He did look like he got a little bit of body there.
Okay.
Went through the defender. Oh, well, you know what?
No throw.
Yeah,
clean
it's a
slide.
throw-in.
Attempted
Austintown.
flick header, went straight up. But, it's dangerous
Back
here.
to number 7.
Plays it on the ground.
They're looking to switch the
They're
field
going to
here.
switch. Try to move that Spartan defense around, create some space, some gaps. Ooh. Miscue there from
Alex
Schmidt, captain. But Eston's able there to gather. Another nice punt.
That was a nice little sequence from Austintown.
Yeah.
They did well to switch the ball and then get an over-the-top.
They've shown quality, but can they get the final product?
And that's the question. They say scoring a goal in soccer is one of the hardest skills across all sports.
And we got an injured Spartan on the field, I believe. Didn't get a good look on
No, I did
who
not
it
get
was.
a good look. We're hoping that it's nothing too serious. Hopefully just a little knock.
Yeah, hopefully cramp or nothing too bad. Trainer's out on the field.
And we've got 5 minutes and 40 seconds here in the first half of Boardman versus Austintown here at Spartan Stadium. Boardman's up 2-0.
You got to think Coach James is really going to use this as an opportunity to get some tactics in. Try to really push last 5 minutes, pull one back.
Going down 1 going into halftime is better than 2.
Yeah.
Two's a tough hole to crawl out of.
And unfortunately, in soccer, one of the few times you have to talk to your team is during injuries.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what he's telling the team. See what the team talk looks like. They got 5 minutes to pull one back. Meanwhile, I'm sure the Spartan staff is making some adjustments as well. It looks like Tony Pinchero was the one injured. He's walking off under his own power, which is always a good sign.
Great to see. Great to see there. Now, like you mentioned earlier, 2-goal lead is always, they say, the most dangerous. Because if you're Coach Simeone, when you go into halftime, are you trying to protect your lead for 40 minutes, or are you trying to play your same game and still be as open and expansive, and maybe open yourself up to the counterattack?
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
It's a tough call. They played well so far. They haven't had a lot of threats towards their defense. I can't see them making many changes.
And, if it's not broke,
don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Exactly. If it works, and keep on going with it.
Yeah, Spartans they've looked confident tonight. Coming off that 4-0 loss to Campfield, AAC rival as well. You were always going to be a little uncertain how they were going to respond tonight.
And I think they're trying to kind of stake their claim in the AAC.
Yeah, speaking to some of the Spartan players, they do not think the AAC is lost yet. This is still a very open conference. We know, both sets of our fans know how good Howland is, but They're beatable. Boardman beat them last year. So that loss at Canfield hurts the Spartans' chances, but they feel like they're very much in it. And Austintown should feel very much in it as well with that tie against Canfield. That's a great result.
And the thing is, you play every team twice.
Yes.
So you can always come around on the turnaround and find a win, and find a decisive win.
Yeah, really anyone's conference this year. I know Coach Stiles and Howland are going to try to take claim to it yet again, but a lot of teams up for it. Great slide there from Essed.
Oh,
Staying out again. Another one. They got to get it out here.
Carson Essed retreating back
Man.
into his goal. He does well.
Came all the way out to the 20.
Yeah, for the double slide.
Pretty much third center back at this point.
I think he always has been.
Yeah, not wrong.
Austintown winning the throw there.
Yeah, you got to think the Spartans are just trying to get into halftime.
Yeah, with 4 minutes left, I think they are.
If you can grab a third, great, but
I think
they would
content
love
to go up 2-0.
They'd love to go into half at 2-0.
Sava working hard there.
Yeah, another great play there from Sava. Really playing defensively today, doing a nice job.
Can he complete the hat trick is the real question.
He's certainly going to try. And if I had to guess, he's going to get another chance. Can he finish it? We'll find out. Stay tuned. Let's see what number 7 here is able to do.
Number 7 of Austintown, Josiah Burneye with the throw-in. Back to him. Sends the searching cross. Nice header from Caden Mayhew. Caden Mayhew, another tenacious player. He has an engine on him, and it seems like he never stops running.
Another Spartan recently coming off of an injury. Missed some time with, I believe, a toe injury. Nice to see him back on the field. Yeah, a little bit of a foul there.
Number 3, Charlie, and number 7, Josiah Burneye got a little tangled there. It's going to result in a Austintown free kick from about the 45, the Boardman 45.
Wouldn't be shocked here to see Burneye take, yeah. Strong leg.
Yeah, and you'd like to think he's going to try and find that space right behind the Boardman
he's
defensive
got
line.
4 players at the top.
Little flat there.
Too much, yeah.
Little flat there. It's a good idea, but the execution was just missing.
Essed read it all along. And here comes the gamesmanship. Essed dropping the ball, killing some time.
Making one of those Austintown attackers come in.
Yeah. It's a smart play from a good goalie.
It absolutely is a smart play. Give your team a little bit of a breather. Force one of their players to use a little bit of energy.
Pulls an opposition out of position, too. Make them come chase you down. Create some space. That's a good ball in.
That is a good ball in. Austin Conkson just not able to control.
Great
the first
turn there,
time.
though. Austin trying to do what Sava did earlier.
Sava, ooh,
Big hit.
Big
Back
hit
to him, though, for the hat trick.
And he
there
finds it.
There
Left
it is.
foot finding the right corner, and Sava Cerniak able to complete the hat trick before halftime.
First half hat trick for the junior. If you're Austintown, you got to be pretty bummed with that bounce. Wicked bounce back to Sava from his first time shot.
And you know what? But he created that chance.
He did.
He created that chance. And Austintown really going to have a big talk. Going to have a big talk at halftime. Going to see how they can just, at this point, I hate to say, make it competitive.
Yeah.
3-0 down.
They had a
before
good 10, 12-minute stretch, but they've struggled to really impose themselves on this game since. Sava has taken over the game.
This has absolutely been the night of Sava Cerniak so far, and we still got 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, this next half, you got to worry if you're a Fitch Falcon fan. One of two things is going to happen. The Falcons are going to make it competitive and really come out with a big drive and get back into it, or this is going to get to 7 or 8.
And, you would like it to be competitive. As a Boardman fan, you would like to see a little bit of a goal fest. But that's up to Fitch. How are they going to respond and come out at halftime? Now Boardman, I hope they don't come out flat. It is always tough when you have a big lead. It's tough to keep that drive and keep your foot on the gas.
You'd like to hope in a rivalry game that they'll still find it.
And that is Sava Cerniak's 9th goal of the season. So We
Man,
are
that's a big total.
Eight games in, and he's got 9 goals.
Almost as much as the rest of the team combined, I believe.
I believe so. The rest of the team combined have 10 goals, and Sava has 9. So you can say that he's a goal threat.
And again, talking about Howland earlier, I know Coach Stiles is going to be queuing on Sava when they match up here for their 2 AAC games. And don't be shocked the next time Boardman matches up with Fitch if the game plan is a little different to try to take Sava out of it. Tough task, though.
I would like to say you would be insane if you don't game plan around Sava when he drops a hat trick in the first half against you.
I know a lot of Spartan fans got to be sitting here wondering, though, man, if Landon and Logan were on the field still.
What would this scoreline be?
Yeah.
Yep. 2 starters, presumably out for the season. So you can always wonder what if.
Nice to see some of the young Spartans step up, though.
A lot of sophomores and juniors out on that field. So the future of Boardman soccer still looking pretty bright.
Fitch not laying down, though.
Josiah Burneye tries to hit the full volley, but it just goes
half chance
right.
there right at the end of the first half.
And there it is, folks. Your first half here at Boardman Stadium ends Boardman 3, Austintown 0. Real quickly, Spartan fans, if you can, please go to clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW to vote Boardman versus Cleveland Benedictine as your Week 6 football game of the week. If we do win that nomination, we would receive $2,000 for our football program. Please go vote at clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW. Thank you, and we'll be right back for the second half here at Spartan Stadium right after a word from our sponsors.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service.
We'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
While your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
Regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries.
And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes. like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships.
We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team.
Your goals, our game plan.
Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more. Squared.marketing to learn more.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of Boardman versus Austintown here at Spartan Stadium. We enter the second half with Boardman up 3-0 on the Austintown Falcons.
Slava already trying to get involved early.
And, you know, he has the right to.
Yeah.
He kind of feeling himself a little bit tonight.
And he should. He's got to be sitting there wondering if he can get, 4 or 5 tonight. Whereas Austintown got to be sitting there like, how do we stop this kid?
Well, they should be thinking that. if they, the halftime speech you would like to hope included a game plan on how to limit the factor of number 15.
Yeah. Tactically, not much looks different from Austintown. Similar shape. You got to think those right and left forward are going to stay a little bit higher this half, though.
Yeah, you've got to think that down 3, you've got to just kind of go for it. There really is no difference. Losing by 3, 5, a loss is a loss. But
you'd like to avoid losing by 9, though.
Well, yeah. I think that's not sure what happened there. I think maybe an offsides call.
Yeah, probably. Boardman. Hard to tell.
Fitch keeper punts it long.
Spartans not really bringing the ball down, just content to just let it bounce around. Hard to play the game with the bouncing ball. Nice little move there from Fitch.
Number 7, Josiah Burneye.
No foul. No foul call there. Yeah. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact, but ooh.
McGavin with a nice.
That's a foul. That's got to be a card, you'd imagine. He was in on goal.
And
this might be a red.
Box? Is this in the box?
I think it might be a red card. He's in on goal.
Now, the referees are content to give it outside of the box.
Looks like no card involved. And no PK. So you know what? Pretty fortunate for Austintown there.
Now, this is the same exact position that Savacerniak scored his first goal of the day.
Yeah, and the keeper's already thinking about where it went last time. So if Sava goes up and over here,
I think it's
could be number 4.
Could be number 4 here. Savacerniak looking poised.
Oh, he tried it.
He goes high. He goes high above the crossbar.
I think if he had to take that again, he'd go where he went the first time because it was open.
He was trying to play little mind games there.
Yeah, keeper did well. Keeper had it covered. Quick play into 24.
Number 24, Brody Herman. Number 7, Austin Congston on the ball.
Nice little move there.
Oh, tries to find Ian McGavin, but puts the ball behind.
Yeah, and you got to think the chemistry will improve between those two players in those spots. Ian just back off injury, playing in a new position with Logan out. Austin kind of sliding in the middle. You're going to have some errant passes like that.
Ian McGavin doing a nice job filling that number 9 role. I would say playing more of a false 9.
Yeah,
not a traditional 9.
I'm curious if it's going to be a long-term solution for the Spartans at striker or if it was a tactical decision made by Coach Simeon for tonight's game.
Only time would tell.
Yeah.
Jimmy Perrone winning that chested ball. Wins a throw-in for the Spartans.
Spartan defense has been pretty comfortable today.
Yeah, they haven't had much work to do.
They've given up goals and numbers this year, so it's nice to see some comfort back there. I think a lot of it has to do with Essett's play tonight as well.
And let's see if they can keep the clean sheet.
It'd be a big morale boost for the defense and for the keeper to keep a clean sheet tonight.
The goalie finds number 8 of Austintown, number 8, Harry Spalding. Spalding trying to find number 6, Nick Paul.
Nice little touch there.
Paul doing well to win that ball back.
And to get it forward. But Spartans are just going to loop it back to Carson. And hit it up. Although not a great hit there. Nice find. Now Sava's got some space.
Hits an over-the-top ball. It's searching for McGavin. It's not going to get there.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Spartans are going to go to that long ball style. I mean, they've played good football tonight. You got to think they got to work some passes. The long ball isn't quite on there. Fichte has defended it well tonight.
And it hasn't been how they've been finding joy tonight.
No.
They haven't really been finding joy with the long ball. They've been finding joy with a nice possession.
Oh my
and
goodness.
The cross by Ian McGavin with the tap in at the far post. That is freshman number 22, Andrew Walston.
What a moment for Andrew.
With the tap in.
Yeah.
And that goal was absolutely created by Ian McGavin.
Would have been tough to miss that one.
It would have been tough to miss, but you know what? You got to be there to finish off the chance.
Yeah.
And Andrew Walston, the freshman, absolutely was there to, I believe, get his first goal
against crosstown rival Austintown Fichte. What a moment.
The first
he won't be
goal
forgetting that.
of his high school career starts with a rivalry goal against the Fitch Falcons. And Fitch having a little discussion with the referee.
Yeah.
Number 24, the captain, Brody Herman, having a little talk with the center ref. I'm not sure about what. Maybe he felt hard done about a foul or
may have been some contact.
Yeah, may be some contact in the box.
Yeah,
but
hard to tell.
It looks like this goal is going to stand, and Andrew Walston.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Austintown at this point, I mean, he was wide open back post.
Wide open back post. And
whether there was some contact on the keeper or whatnot, I mean, Walston was wide open. McGavin did a great job. And again, like I mentioned before halftime, this second half is going to go one of two ways. It was either going to get competitive, it's just going to come out with some fire, or it's going to get out of hand.
And
we're trending in
it's looking like
that
the
direction.
latter. It is looking like the latter, and it may get a little out of hand here at Spartan Stadium. Spartans, when you're on the front foot, you never really want to let off.
Great move from Congston there. Good acceleration, but Fitch did nice to get a foot in there, win it back.
And especially in a rivalry game like this, you definitely want to, have your joy while you're up.
Yeah, you're at home. You're in front of the fans.
You want to entertain the crowd a little bit. Now everybody might be Spartans might play a little selfish here because everybody trying to think of their name on the score sheet now.
You'd like to hope not. Keep playing a team game.
Number 4 of Austintown doing well in the middle of the park to keep possession for Austintown.
And made a really nice run following that pass.
Number 4, Adrian Paz.
Schmidt cleaned it up again, though.
Austintown still on the ball in the Boardman defensive third. Nice cross into the box.
Very good cross.
Number 8 just is not able to get on the end of it.
Yeah, foot off. Gotta wonder if he maybe could hit a diving header there.
Yeah, number 8, Harry Spalding, did very well to make the back post run. He just
couldn't get anything on it.
Could not get on the end of it. Carson Esid's going to take the goal kick here for the Spartans.
Not his best moment
tonight. Little errant there.
Yeah.
Austintown with the throw.
Wow, good move from Sava again.
Nice piece of skill from
Really
Cerniak
enjoying his
there.
football tonight. Good find.
Goes down line to Ian McGavin. McGavin, nice hold-up play. Waiting for a run. Looks for a curler.
And you know what? He hit that pretty well.
Yeah, and that was actually a near-post curler.
Gotta wonder if that was by design, though. I think he was probably trying to find the far post.
I think he was trying to curl it far post, but just couldn't find
Keeper
that
was
bend.
interested. Keeper was interested.
I think he had his lines covered, though.
Yeah. Poor touch there from Drew. He's pressuring. Again, just
number 2 from Austintown, trying to find someone, but could not find the feet of a Austintown Fitch player. Turns the ball over. McGavin on the ball. Tries to go to the wing, but that pass just
the passing does not look great from either team to start this half.
I think Boardman kind of growing a little bit lethargic with the big lead. McGavin does well to draw the foul from his opposite number 10, Anthony Ruggles.
I mean, at this point, if you're Austintown, you got to change up something.
Yeah, it's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So you're down 4-0. You gotta think about making a few changes here or there to spark some life into this team. Nice ball by Austin Congston. Couldn't find the head of a Boardman attacker. Boardman going to retain possession here with the throw-in.
It's a great find.
And, Drew Walston does well with his first touch there. Tries to beat a defender, but
unable to do anything with it out wide there.
Austintown looking
they have
to
some
break.
space here.
Number 23 making a good run, and they
missed him. But
the
10,
midfielder just did
there
not find it. Number 10, Ruggles here, looking to spark some life.
If you're Austintown, though, that's what you want. You want one-on-ones.
Yes, and Schmidt does well with the clearance there. Austin Congston trying to chase down this over-the-top ball for Boardman. Oh, does well.
He did really well. Yeah, that's.
And the push in the back from the Austintown defender draws the foul on Austin Congston. Congston winning
number 10 from Austintown picked up a yellow card there.
Austin Congston winning the penalty kick for Boardman. Now, I'm sorry, for those of you viewing at home, I had the score at 2-0, and it was still the first half. Apologies for that. It is 4-0. We are in the second half.
And to confirm, number 10, Anthony Ruggles, did pick up a yellow card there. Off ball.
And we're going to see where this penalty goes. Austin Congston.
It goes into the net.
Finds the back of the net, but the keeper there does well. Jamie
got
Sorrells
something on
got
it.
something on it, but too much power.
Keeper's going to feel pretty hard on himself, but he did well there. He guessed right, got something on it, but a lot of power on that shot, 12 yards out, finds it back in the net.
Austin Kongson finds his second goal of the season, first goal of the night. That makes it 5-0 here at Spartan Stadium. Now, there is a keeper change here at Spartan Stadium. Looks like Austintown is switching their keepers. Jamie Sorrells is coming out of goal, and I believe number 1. I believe that is number 1, Ethan Warmouth. Apologies to anybody listening that knows Ethan personally if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Ethan Warmouth. For those of you who don't know, in high school soccer, if you do receive a yellow card, you are obliged to leave the field. You can sub back in at any time, but you do have to come off of the field and be substituted back in. So number 10, when he was given that yellow card, had to leave the field. We've got a little bit of a delay here. I think the referee's doing a little bit of bookkeeping, and I think Austintown is getting a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, while we get this game sorted, I would like to congratulate the boys cross-country team for placing first at the suburban meet today. David Del Torio placed first for the entire meet, and Brock Ferris placed second. So congratulations to the boys cross-country team, and also the girls cross-country team picked up a victory today in the Suburban League Championship. Gabby Vanetti placed fourth for the Spartans, and Morgan Russo followed with fifth, Lauren Barrow in sixth, amongst other Spartans placing tonight. So congratulations to both teams.
And those were all overall?
Yeah.
So the boys taking gold and silver, and
winning the meet as a whole, and the girls also winning the meet, getting fourth, fifth, and sixth as their top placers tonight.
Boardman cross country doing very, very well. And, you know, that cross-country program always has some good runners.
Yeah.
They always seem to churn out very good runners here at Boardman.
Got to wonder what the coaches down there are going to do. Coach Simeon, he going to start to bring some players in now at 5 with 28 minutes left. We saw Austintown already changed goalkeepers.
Yeah, and it does look like Coach Simeon sending on number 23, Abdullah.
Kongson with a great shot.
Al-Sharif into the game as a sub. He is at the end line waiting to be substituted in. Abdullah Al-Sharif is a junior. He just transferred to Boardman last year. This is his first year playing soccer for Boardman. And that's going to be offsides on Austintown.
And number 1, Ethan Warmouth with a very nice save right into the game. Kongson's shot coming in fast, skipped. Keeper did well to keep that out.
That's tough coming in cold as a goalie.
Yeah.
So he does very well there.
At least he's playing with very little pressure right now.
Very little pressure. As long as he doesn't give up 5 on his own, then.
And he'll feel pretty good about his performance tonight.
Absolutely. Josh Cummings.
Foul there on the Spartans. Number 8 from Austintown drew the foul.
Number 8, Harry Spalding, draws the foul for Austintown. Number 12, Jonathan Carson's going to take this.
Again, there's a nice little space there between the defensive line and the keeper.
Although you got to feel pretty confident that Carson.
Oh, he tried to chip him. He tried to chip him. You know.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Harry Spalding there to try and, pressure Carson a little bit. And,
you don't mind that effort.
No, not down 5.
No, Carson 12 yards off his line.
Austin Kongson on the ball here.
Good defensive play there by 12.
Wasn't really able to control it first time. We're gonna have a couple substitutes here. Again, number 23 for Boardman, and looks like number 6 for Austintown. Fitch coming back into the game.
Yeah, you got to hope at this point at a 5-0, you don't want to see injuries on either team, and you don't want to see the game get chippy.
Absolutely. And speaking of injuries, Ian McGavin coming off. getting a little spell. Who knows if his night is over?
You got to imagine his night's done.
We got 26 minutes left here in the second
Coming
half.
off injury, comfortable lead. Wouldn't be surprised to not see him go back in. Essed with a good grab.
Essed does well there.
Look like a corner, picking off a quarterback right there.
Darius Slay locking down, locking down
Kirk
Justin
Cousins.
Jefferson.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins with the toss. Fitch able to pick it up in some space. To Fitch's credit, they're still playing.
They haven't given up.
No, and they're still working their passing patterns. They're trying. And they might not have had much luck tonight, but you keep to your strategy, you keep working, they're going to be in good shape. Again, they had a great result against Canfield, and they have opportunities to, again, get back on the pitch and prove themselves. 2 matchups against Howland. No, I'm sorry, they lost to Howland once. They have 1 more matchup against Howland.
And this just brings me back to the any given day comment, because Boardman, when they matched up against Canfield, they lost 4-0.
4-0, yeah.
Austintown matches up against Canfield. It's a 0-0 tie.
Yeah.
Boardman,
Howland beats Austintown 3-0.
And Boardman matches up against Austintown, beats them at this point 5-0.
Yeah.
So
the AAC and boys soccer really could go anywhere this year. Curious to see what the Howland Boardman game looks like.
Abdullah Al-Sharif on the ball, trying to find Sava Cerniak. Charlie Young chasing down this ball. Austintown trying to win possession. Caden Mayhew does well there to keep possession for the Spartans.
Wouldn't have minded seeing that switch continue. Drew Alston wide open on the bottom of the field.
Conkston with the cross into the box, but that corralled by number 1, Ethan Warmuth.
Sava still putting a defensive shift in. Nice to see that from the junior. Again, that through ball, you're just not going to have much joy with that tonight.
Not with Carson Essed.
No.
Between the sticks.
Number 14 for the Spartans getting ready to come in.
Number 14, Sullivan Smith, sophomore, making his first appearance of the night. Abdullah on the ball, finds Sava Cerniak.
With
Sava
a lot of
with
space.
A lot of space.
The Austin on defense got to be happy he didn't just take 30 yards there himself.
Charlie Young on the ball.
Heavy touch.
Trying to work this right flank. Austintown defender does well to shield him off there. And this midfield is wide open.
I'd argue it doesn't exist right now.
Number 8 for Austintown, able to keep that ball
Got a one-on-one, good ball in. Again, Schmidt has had a very good game in the back, just cleaning up any little bit of danger Austintown had. He's handled.
And that was the right call.
Yeah.
Number 8 finds the open attacker, just couldn't complete the cross there.
I like the ball on the ground too. Give your attacker an opportunity to hit first time.
Absolutely.
Or make a move off of the ball. When
try
those
to
are
slot it
bouncing,
in.
you really limit what that middle attacking player can do.
Into the game for the Boardmans, number 14, Sullivan Smith.
And Jake Murray coming back in.
Yeah, number 17, Jake Murray back into the game.
Caden Mayhew coming out for the Spartans, and Andrew Alston. Both those guys put good shifts in tonight. They should be pretty happy with their performances.
Both of those guys underclassmen as well.
Yeah. Don't be shocked if we see them get back in here. Looks like Sullivan Smith picking up left wing in his first minutes of varsity action tonight.
That's going to be offsides for Austintown.
Again, Boardman very good at that offsides trap.
We're down to 21 minutes here
Yeah.
at Spartan Stadium in the second half.
Just away midway through the second half here, so 20 minutes.
Are we going to see more goals? Are we going to see an Austintown breakthrough?
I think we're good for at least one more goal. If you're Austintown, you want to spoil the clean sheet.
At this point,
a consolation goal,
that's
spoil the clean sheet.
That is a consolation goal, a little bit of a moral victory.
That's a nice move from 4.
Number 4 doing the twinkle toes.
He got through about 5 players there.
What a nice piece of skill from Adrian Paz.
Again, you got to wonder where that's been, though.
Yeah.
It's taken us 60 minutes to see
some Austintown
line breaking,
flair.
getting through the lines. Because when 15 Sava has done that, it's been very dangerous for the Spartan attack. You'd like to see a little bit more joy from the Fitch attackers in that sense. Again, 4th, a nice turn, but 1v2. Spartans defend in numbers, and they get it out into a lot of space.
Sava looking to find...
Heavy touch.
Yes, he was looking to find Austin Collingson, who was...
One-on-one with number 12 from Austintown.
But he had a heavy touch, and Austintown was able to regain possession.
Not much going on there, and you know Essett's going to let that roll. He's in no hurry to pick that up.
Going to force an Austintown attacker to...
And he will wait until he gets
there. He will wait. A little bit of gamesmanship from number
I think they both got I think they both got a little laugh out of that.
And that's the definition of friendly rivals.
Yeah,
right there. You love to see that.
Easy to be a friendly rival though when the game's gone. What would that look like in a 1-0 game?
Much different.
Yeah,
much different.
Cummings there.
Again, Cummings a little bit lazy there to wait on the ball.
And again, to Fitch's credit, they have not given up. They're still working hard. We've seen a nice attack from number 4. We saw good effort there. But can they find the back of the net is the ultimate question.
Nice long shot from, looks like number
35-yard out, though. I mean, again.
Number 7, Josiah Burneye, trying to hit a deep 35-yard strike.
It's going to take something
crazy.
Magical.
Yes.
To score from 35 out on Essen.
And into the game for the first time tonight, number 6, Costa Severco.
Picking up that midfield role.
Ball straight to Costa. He does well, is able to corral that ball that was about hip height.
He's a good little midfielder. He's going to really get a nice spell here for 18 minutes.
Costa Severco, a sophomore.
Sullivan Smith with the quick throw.
What can Austin Collingson do down this left side? Can he find Sully on the overlap?
He's patient, but then hits that long ball.
That ball a little bit wasteful.
Play a little possession.
Yeah.
Again, you guys are up 5. Play a little possession. Get some of the players right onto the pitch involved. String some passes together.
Give some of these players a little bit of confidence on the ball that don't play varsity too much.
And just take the pace out of the game a little bit.
Absolutely.
And Spartans defending in numbers. It's nice to see one Fitch player with the ball. There's usually 2 Spartans there to defend.
Congston working on this left side again.
A lot of space.
Cuts in. Tries to find Sava Cerniak. Austintown does well there to block the pass.
Yeah, good defending.
Can they break here? Number 8 down the right flank tries to find 10. 10 is on sides. What can he do with this? Heavy touch.
Schmidt put him off. Another good moment at defending. We got a player down over here though.
I think that is.
Is that Collingson?
Yeah, it looks like Austin Collingson might be cramping up a little bit here.
He had a couple long runs here the past few minutes.
Maybe he might find his night to be over here. And let's hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah. Again, you don't want to see any injuries. 5-0 game. You want to get out of here. You want to get ready for the next one.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the next one, do we know who Boardman and Austin are going to take on next?
At this moment, no. We got to check our schedules.
Let me see.
I do know the Lady Spartans will be taking on the Warren G. Harding, I believe, Warriors here at Spartan Stadium tomorrow, and we will be broadcasting that tomorrow on YSN Live. So please tune into that to see the Lady Spartans take on the Lady Warriors of Warren G. Harding.
So it looks like Austintown's next game is going to be away at YSU against Ursuline on Thursday. So they have a chance to bounce back quickly against another quality opposition in the Ursuline and the Irish.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, so you got to think that right now, I mean, they're going to be focused on that game.
I think
get out of here, not hurt, and let's get back to the drawing board, and let's focus on the Ursuline Irish. Now, in terms of Boardman, let's take a look at who they are going to be matching up with next.
Are we going to see some more AAC competition?
Or they are going to continue AAC play, traveling to Warren G. Harding on Thursday.
Okay. So both Spartan football clubs taking on Warren G. Harding.
And you got to think the Spartans like their odds here to get a couple AAC wins this week. They've struggled with the Warren Harding Raiders in the past, but with All-State Tebe gone from Harding, Boardman's got to like their odds.
And that just puts them in doesn't put them in pole position, but
puts them in a good spot.
Puts them in a good spot for those AAC rankings. They're definitely going to have to find a win on the turnaround against Canfield.
And the big ones come down to those Howland games.
Yes.
Boardman takes on Howland at home September 27th, and it's also their last game of the season at Howland on October 13th.
And that could decide the AAC
in seasons past, the second Boardman-Howland game have decided the AAC. So
we're going to want to tune into that one.
We'll see what the rest of the results show us, but that October 13th at Howland might have some high stakes on it.
And I do believe Howland is one of our members that will be streaming that through YSN Live. So tune into that
For our viewers at home, I hope they are streaming it because you're going to want to see that one.
Big implications there. Hopefully, big implications.
Yeah,
there.
Howland, I believe, has won the AAC for numerous years. They've been on a long streak here. Obviously, state champions a few years ago.
Yes, and state runners-up, then finally state champions. Howland kind of running the AAC in the past couple years.
They're the standard, and you know what? They've set that very high, and it's given these teams, Boardman, Cantfield, Austintown, a goal.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to be
perennial
AAC champions. Yeah.
Yes. Now, can they unseat the incumbent is the real question.
Eventually, someone's going to have to, so why not this year?
And we're back with
again, nice move
some
there.
Action.
Corner.
Number 9
foul.
Looks like that definitely looks like a foul. Number 9 winning the foul for Austintown. They're trying to play quick here with the cross, and what can they do with it? Austintown gets ahead on it, but not towards goal.
I understand it's 5 at this point, but I'd like to see a couple more Fitch Falcons get in the box for that.
Oh, number 9 with the free header in the box.
Tough technique from that, though.
Yeah, he
did well to put it on target.
He did well to even get ahead on that.
Yeah.
Sully Smith finds Abdullah. Abdullah finding Costa. Costa doing well
did
to
well there,
retain
yeah,
possession
he did well.
for the Spartans.
And here's the possession we're looking for.
the Spartans doing very well to keep possession here in the dying embers of this game. We got 15 left in the second half at Spartan Stadium. Boardman up 5-0 against Austintown Fitch. Austintown looking to break here. They've got 3v3 here. Can he find an outlet? That ball needed a little bit more on it. Boardman does well to intercept. Again, for you viewers out there, please go to clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW and vote for the Boardman versus Cleveland Benedictine football game as your Week 6 high school game of the week. If Boardman wins that nomination, we get $2,000 towards our football program. Again, that's clevelandbrowns.com/HSGOTW to vote
I believe last time I looked, we were down. So if you're a high school football fan, Boardman Spartan fan, go out there and vote. I believe the Mayfield game was currently beating us last time I looked.
And that $2,000, that could be a good boon for our program.
And good exposure for the kids.
Absolutely. Coach Doda in his first year at the reins, at the helm of...
Big win against East on Saturday.
Very big win against East on Saturday. I believe that was about 43-10.
They're going to look to keep that momentum up.
And again, you were mentioning first-year coaches. Doda in his first year trying to implement his system, trying to get his guys in the position that, they'll be the most effective. He's still scouting talent and, hopefully
nice
big
ball
things
here for
to come.
Austintown.
Can they find a goal? They do. Austintown finds the goal to break the Carson Essett and Boardman
clean
sheet.
And you know what? It was a great finish.
That was a great finish. Nice work from front, from back to front. And
I believe it was 10 with the goal.
I believe that was number 10. We will get confirmation on the goal scorer there. Austintown Fitch finding a goal here with 13 minutes left in the second half.
And you know what? They've worked hard. I think that was a deserved goal.
And I do have confirmation that that was number 10 of Austintown Fitch, number 10, Anthony Ruggles, with a very good finish.
It was.
A very good finish. He
held off the defender, slotted into the corner, beat the keeper.
Absolutely. And, I think Boardman was just kind of sleeping there.
Yeah, they were.
It's tough to, when you're up 5 in
to keep
soccer,
that mentality the whole game.
It's tough to keep that mentality. For those of you who are more apt to American football, that's about 35-0 in a American football.
You got to
game.
think Coach Simeone did not like that goal being scored, because if you look down there, you got senior Josh Cummings back in the game, and you have senior Ian McGavin coming back in. You got to think Coach Simeone wants to pick up that intensity back for a few minutes, because it's dropped a little bit.
It has dropped a little bit, and pretty disappointing to give up the clean sheet.
It is disappointing. And if you're Fitch, you're sitting there, okay, we got 12 minutes. We might not be able to score 5 more, but let's get a couple more. You have some momentum now.
And a good shot there by number 4 from about 20 yards out. Again, it's going to take something magical to beat keeper Carson Essett from 20 out.
Yeah, but if you're Fitch, keep attacking. Try to pull a couple more back. Make this a game.
And credit to Austintown, because they have absolutely been in the game.
And I believe, not to interrupt, but I believe Gabe Hamilton's in at striker for the Spartans, number 00.
Yes, I'm sorry. I did miss that substitution. Number 00, freshman Gabe Hamilton into the game for the first time tonight at striker.
Yeah, nice to see Gabe get some minutes tonight. Gabe, goal scorer against West Branch a couple games ago.
Now, was that a varsity game,
yeah.
JV game?
Wow. Varsity game against West Branch. Nice little finish.
And love to see that. You love to see the youth, underclassmen getting some game time in these varsity level games. Nice to see a freshman on the score sheet too, against West Branch.
Yeah, we've had some nice contribution from freshmen this season. And that hasn't always been the case for the Boardman boys program. Left-footed attempt there. Okay, you got to like that Fitch is going to – they're still going for it. They're still trying to get shots off.
They're not laying down.
No. Looks like number 21's ready to come in. Michael Demetrios. We'll see who he's taken out here for the final 10. Got to wonder if Sava's going to get a bit of a break.
Yeah, Sava usually an 80-minute player, but when you're up 4 goals, you have to think maybe to save some legs.
Nope. He's coming into the defense.
Michael Demetrios replacing number 26, Jimmy Perrone.
Perrone's had a nice game today.
Perrone has had a nice game, although I do
Fitch's goal came through his side, but
yeah, I do believe it was Jimmy Perrone's side that conceded the goal.
But for the most part, solid game from Jimmy tonight.
Sava doing well to do the hard defensive work and get that interception in the middle of the park.
Gave it away right after, though. Did the hard part.
Austin Town
finds
looking
23
to
in a little bit of space.
Number 23 looking to run down this right flank. Number 19 of Boardman.
Pinchero. He's done a nice job.
Very well to cut off that attack.
Again, pass to nobody there for the Spartans.
Ian McGavin on the ball.
Yeah, McGavin's in some space here.
What can he do with it? Finds the shot. Number 1's able to make the save. Ethan Warmuth.
Quick outlet to 4.
Credit to Ethan Warmuth coming into the game, and
he's made some nice saves.
He's made a couple nice saves, and
here's a Fitch attack again. They got a runner in the middle.
Number 10, can he
one-on-one?
Finish it off?
Ooh, couldn't find his feet.
Number 24 of Austin Town Fitch, Brody Herman, tried to slide in number 10, and Anthony Ruggles, and the pass just a little too heavy.
Yeah, heavy pass, but man, it was
Good
there.
Attack.
It was there.
Good attacking play from Austin Town Fitch.
And again, these have been the concerns for the Boardman defense. I know the Boardman's winning by 4. It's 5-1 game. They've played a good game, but those little moments of uncertainty.
I will say the Boardman have chopped and changed a little bit. The starting 11 is not fully intact.
Oh, that's great work from Sava. And that's offsides.
A nice tidy
Offsides.
finish from Ian McGavin, but it is ruled out due to offsides. I think he got a little bit carried away there.
Did well to beat the keeper near post. Pretty much put it in the top of the net.
Couldn't keep his lines though. Sava Cerniak would have been credited for the assist there, but
and again, you got to commend Austin Town's defense. Held a good line.
And we've got another offsides on.
You could tell Essett's kind of over that. Those through balls.
There's actually a yellow card shown to number 18 of Boardman, Caden Mayhew. Maybe that was for dissent. Maybe a little bit of talk to the ref.
Possibly.
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it was for a contact foul.
No, and again, with 8 minutes left, you'd like to see that be the last card of the night.
Yeah, you don't want to accumulate too many of those as the season progresses. And we've got 8 minutes here at Spartan Stadium with the Boardman Spartans with 5, the Austintown Falcons with 1. Nice defensive play there.
I'll tell you what, that outlet went right to McGavin. 1-on-3.
What can he do here? Beats 1.
Could not get past the second.
And it's out for a Boardman throw. He did well there to at least try and get the shot off.
You know, he's got to be feeling real good. Ankles held up tonight.
He did have a long little spell to try and get a little bit of rest, and
that's great news for the Spartans moving forward. Though having him healthy.
Sava looking for something crazy, and
Sava's shot almost turned into a phenomenal assist
to number 3, Charlie Young, who tries to put it away, but just missed it.
Yeah, Charlie's had some opportunities the past few games. He's finding himself in good spots.
And again, it's interesting to see his game knowledge.
Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, that was a tight call.
Might have to check the video for that to see if that was the correct call, because that looked very, very marginal.
Yeah, I think the Fitch bench might like to go to VAR for that one.
Check the replay, instant replay. Maybe throw the red challenge flag down on the field.
Because that was tight.
That was absolutely a marginal call. Good for the referee for sticking to her guns, though.
You know what? And the referee was in a great position, so you got to assume they got that right.
McGavin looking for the spectacular from 15 out.
We're probably going to see a couple more of those last 6 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some Spartans trying to get on the score sheet.
So if you're Coach Anthony James, what are your takeaways from this game if you're Austintown Fitch?
Honestly, you say they were better than us tonight. And you say, we got another game on Thursday. Short memory. We got to prepare for Ursuline. You're beat, you're bruised, you're a little bit bummed.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
a little sore.
You wanted to come here and play a tighter game. Obviously,
beat a rival at home.
You come here with the expectation to win, and it didn't go your way tonight. But I think they showed Coach James some
Nice
good quality tonight.
Here. Number 10 in the box. Can he find a finish?
He can. He can.
Anthony Ruggles finds the finish. Oh, but it's offsides. The play is called back because of an offsides. I believe that first ball to the wing, the left wing, was just marginal. Again, we might have to check the instant replay, the VAR, for that.
And again, that's got to be demoralizing for Austintown.
Yes.
A lot of things have not gone your way tonight. You have a chance to pull it back to 5-2. It's a great finish, and then you look up and you see the flag 40 yards down the field.
It was a great sequence.
Yeah.
You know, that was a great attacking sequence.
And as I was saying, Coach James got to look at moments like that. Where's the consistency, though?
Yeah, you got to start the game that way.
Yep.
You can't start playing good football down 5.
Because if they were playing that free, finding people in those spaces earlier on, this scoreline is going to look a lot different.
And I think you're right. You got to have a short memory. You know, you got one day of practice, and you got to have a light practice. You got to have a debriefing at that point.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a tough practice.
Check out some film.
Yeah, not going to be a lot of running. You got to talk to the boys, tell them, you know, we got to turn around. We got to play our best game against Ursuline.
And Ursuline's no pushover team. They're a quality opposition. They come out flat. We're going to see something like this again. Austintown's got a lot of quality, though. They just need to, like we said, come out a little bit faster, show some of that quality earlier in the game.
For Austintown Fitch, I believe number 13 coming into the game for the first time, Jonathan Richardson.
Oh, McGavin.
McGavin.
It's a great save.
Charlie Young.
There he is.
McGavin with the initial shot that is saved by keeper Ethan Wormuth, but he is not able to corral it. It deflects to number 3, Charlie Young, with the easiest finish he'll have in his high school career.
And to go back to something I literally said a few minutes ago, Charlie Young finds himself in good spots.
And I think I was mentioning before I got interrupted that it's funny to see his game IQ as a first-year soccer player.
Yeah.
As a junior, his game IQ as a first-year soccer player is phenomenal. He's finding himself in these positions to put the ball away.
Second varsity goal this year, but he's had other opportunities. He just finds himself in great spots. And a lot of that has to do with his teammates, too.
Yes, and his hard work.
Yes.
He's there to do the running. He's not afraid to put a shift in. And we got about 3.5 minutes here left in the second half at Spartan Stadium. We've got the Spartans up big, 6-1 against the Austintown Falcons.
Got 2 more Boardman subs looking to come in. Number 24, Justin Tucker, and also number 25.
If we're saying this right, Kazra Mosayebi. Kazra Mosayebi. Number 24, Justin Tucker, and number 25, Kazra Mosayebi. Both of those are sophomores.
Hopefully they're able to get on.
Yeah, hopefully. We got about 3:25 left in the second half here at Boardman Stadium, and looking to switch things, change things, chop and change, get some of the younger underclassmen into the game.
Severco coming on now. Not sure what happened there.
I think that was a yellow card.
Might have been.
I think that was a yellow card. I think Austin Kongson received a yellow card for maybe a dissent.
Could have been time wasting.
Yeah,
too.
time wasting, something in that nature.
Did not get a good look at it. And I don't think we mentioned either. Carson Essett has been subbed out for goalkeeper Carter Fick Mills in the net tonight.
Carter Fick Mills, another sophomore backup goalkeeper.
A lot of height. He's a good keeper.
He's got a big frame on him. Fick Mills got a very good frame on him.
Hopefully we could see him tested tonight.
Yeah, let's see what he's got.
Murray with a nice move.
Yeah, Sully Murray dribbling down the heart, tries to do too much.
Yeah, 23 put a nice challenge in there. Good outlet pass for Austintown. Nice turn as well.
Nice to see some of the youngins on the field getting some varsity minutes.
Yeah, because even 2-3 minutes of varsity time as an underclassman means a lot.
It does mean a lot, especially if you can
Your confidence, your development.
get on the ball.
Playing under the lights, I mean, those JV games at 5 are great, and those are great for your experience, but it's nice playing under the lights. It's cool.
Ooh, and Josh Cummings takes a ball to the nose. Hopefully he'll be okay. Austintown with possession.
A lot of numbers back for the Spartans, though.
Looks like it's going to be a corner for the Falcons. Again, Josh Cummings laying down, took a ball from point blank to the nose.
And we got an injured Spartan down near the touchline. Yeah, Cummings still down.
He might have even got cleated. He might have even got a
trainer
cleat.
is on the field.
It looks like he's going to be okay.
Nice to see Josh be able to get up, walk off the field. He's had a solid game tonight.
And there it is. Number 25 is going to replace Josh Cummings. Number 25, Kazra Mosayebi.
Tough time to get brought on for the corner.
Yeah. Hopefully he can do well here. Find a mark and
not a whole lot of people in the box here.
Yeah, if you're Austintown, you'd like to see a couple more bodies in the box. The cross is in. Oh, wow, cleared
goal
off the
line clearance.
That Austintown attacker did well to steer that goalward.
And you know what? A lot of coaches these days do not believe in putting players on their posts for corners. That's exactly why you do it.
Yeah, that was a goal line clearance from, I believe, number 22, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Tony Pinchero, 19.
Oh, maybe number 19, Tony Pinchero. Yes.
On at striker as well as Lamb Hetzel, getting some nice varsity time for the Spartans. So again, a lot of different Spartans featured tonight.
Unfortunate for Justin Tucker, number 24.
That ball's not going out of bounds.
Does not look like he's going to be able to make his.
He's got 60 seconds.
Nice
good save
shot from number 7, Josiah Burneye.
And Fick Mills registers a varsity save with a nice punt too.
Very good punt. That's about a 50-yard punt from Fick Mills. And we've got about 40 seconds here left in the second half of Boardman versus Austintown.
Man, this might be the shortest cameo of all time if he's able to get on.
And you know what? I don't think he's going to actually get the opportunity. Doesn't look like this ball is going to go out of play anytime soon. Goalie clears there. Austintown's able to break. Let's see what they can do in the last 10 seconds. That's actually
evidently
nice
not much.
Cross. Puts it back into the box.
You know what? That ball back in. Keeper was interested.
And there it is, folks. That is the game here at Spartan Stadium. The Boardman Spartans 6, the Austintown Falcons 1. And final thoughts?
Final thoughts is I think Coach Simeon's got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, pretty pleased with that performance. They did very well.
It's a good conference win. I think that both teams have a lot to do still.
Yes. And, you know, nice to see your star player, Sava Cerniak, get a hat trick in the first half, but also nice to see other names on the score sheet. It wasn't just a one-man game.
And McGavin coming back off his injury and looking sharp.
And finding a couple of assists, too.
Yes.
McGavin finding a couple assists in his first game back from his big injury.
Expect Fitch to bounce back, though. You know, I wouldn't be shocked to see them get the win over Ursuline later this week. And again, just how the AAC works, these two teams are going to meet again at Falcon Stadium.
And let's see what the turnaround looks like. They got a lot of poster board material. You know, boys, we lost 6-1 at Spartan
and they'll be
Stadium.
motivated, and it's tough playing in Austintown. So they're going to look to defend their home turf.
All right, folks, that has been the game here at Spartan Stadium. I've been Eric Little. My co-host has been Mark Duramo, and this has been YSN Live. Thank you for tuning in. You just saw a big win for Boardman over Austintown. Have a good one, and here is a word from our sponsor.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.